The city celebrated the life of Junior Bridgeman today. An amazing ceremony at Southeast Christian Church earlier this afternoon. The St. Stephen Choir is unbelievable. Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Milwaukee Bucks head coach Doc Rivers were among the mourners. Now, after college, Bridgeman starred for the Bucks. UK head coach Mark Pope played for Milwaukee as well. And after the Cats' win last night in Milwaukee, Pope reflected on Bridgeman's impact.
This Milwaukee tradition that I got to be part of is super important to me. Junior Bridgeman, who's a legend here and also a legend in the state of Kentucky. He passed away just a few days ago, and I don't know if there's a better representative in the world of what you can, on the trajectory that basketball can set you in for the rest of your life. I talk to my guys all the time about, man, I hope every one of you goes on and plays in the NBA, and I hope it's like the 10th most interesting thing that you do in your life, the 10th most meaningful thing that you do in your life. And you talk about great human beings. This Junior Bridgeman really special, so I know all the people in Milwaukee and everybody in the state of Kentucky is mourning his loss. So it means a lot to be able to be here.
Tonight, we're honoring the life of Junior Bridgeman. He had a celebration of life today at Southeast Christian Church. I'm joined by Phil Bond, who was on that 1975 Final Four squad with Junior, and such a phenomenal basketball player, but just an amazing person, Phil. You knew him pretty well.
I knew Junior very well. You know, being a teammate was quite an honor, actually, to be a teammate with Junior Bridgeman. I'm wearing this Final Four vest as an honor to Junior. As a matter of fact, Junior is the one that got these vests for us when we celebrated our 75 team a few years ago. So this is an honor to him. It was just, I'm still devastated that he was such a great person. I just playing with him, he was a winner, and playing with Junior, you got that confidence, and it came from him because every time we went out on the floor, we felt we could win, and Junior was our leader.
What stands out about that 1975 team? I told him at the luncheon last week, I said, my dad always told me a story that Bobby Knight scouted one team, that team, and he said, I don't know if they're going to win the national championship, but whoever does is going to have to beat them. And that proved to be true because UCLA ended up beating you in the Final Four.
Yeah. I heard about him being, I think it might have been our Christmas tournament or something like that, but it was a magical year. We had great players. Now Junior's not with us. Wesley Cox is not with us, and Ricky Gallen. But we had so many great players.
Alan Murphy, pretty good player.
Alan Murphy was a great player. It was just really fun. It was fun that year. We all felt that we were going to go pretty far. And many people don't realize back then it was a lot harder to get to the NCAA tournament. I think they only had about 32 teams, and you had to win your conference to get there, so it was tough.
And then Junior turns that into the 8th pick in the NBA draft, and just a phenomenal career. I know he played for the Clippers too, but in Milwaukee most of that time. I'm sure you played in the NBA a little bit too.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the time I was in the NBA, Junior showed me around, showed me a lot of ropes. When we played the Milwaukee Bucks, he invited me to dinner with a couple of his teammates. So he never forgot us. He never forgot the teammates. And even after basketball, as he made his career, he always stayed humble. We always were a family.
And he never forgot Louisville. And he's a great basketball player. But I think what I remember, he's just a phenomenal person, wasn't he? And you hear about all the philanthropy he did all over, not just here, but in Milwaukee and really all over the country, and all the NBA players, too, who looked up to him for his success in business, and he shared the secrets with that, too.
He did. And the things that he did that helped this community and communities around the country, he did it without fanfare. A lot of times it was behind the scenes, but he was an impact person. Just phenomenal. We're going to really miss him.
Yeah, you don't really replace a guy like Junior Bridgeman. We're looking at some of the highlights from the Mecca. Number 2, I was watching a video on YouTube the other where he hung 32 on Dr. J and Bobby Jones. That's saying something, isn't it?
Yeah, I just want to say one other thing. that 75 team, as I was saying before, the first game is when you have the butterflies. And we played Rutgers.
In the tournament?
In the tournament, the first game of the tournament, and Rutgers jumped out on us. They had a big lead, and Junior just took over. He was not going to be denied. And I think he scored about 36 or 37 points and made sure that we were going to win that first game. That first game, psychologically, is always the toughest.
All right, Phil Bond from the 1975 Final Four team at U of L, and a good friend of Junior Bridgeman as we continue to celebrate his life. What a phenomenal player and an even better person. We'll be right back.